want a group of people around me that's just tired and sick and tired of being misled. We're tired of folk working a whammy on us. We're tired of having Trump derangement syndrome. Can't never see nothing good in it. Now, let me just say, I'm going to move on. I watched the State of the Union address. Nobody is wrong all the time. The Democrats didn't never stand up. Now, that you know they're wrong. Because nobody is wrong all the time. So you got a 13-year-old that escaped transgenderism, got thrown into a boys' club and got abused in there, and got delivered and got a pretty face back, her hair long, and she looked good, and she's getting a full ride, amen, to Liberty University, and you can't clap for that? You got a man got shot in the head, and he survived because his mama had faith that God was going to raise him up, and he's standing there, and you can't clap for that? You know them people messed up, because my enemy ain't wrong all the time. And here's the thing, see, I don't like to get into this stuff, but I'm talking about the culture cage. It's amazing that you do wrong, and you get separated from your children, and you go to jail. And they don't never care about you getting separated from your children. But they grab an illegal, and then they say, they're separated them from their children. Well, how many of y'all know somebody in your family that got separated from their children because they broke the law? Something wrong with that. And your culture cage won't let you see what's wrong with it. It's happening to you all the time.
Basically just saying how racist and how weird the Democrats are. Basically just pointing out most of their stuff. And I didn't know all of that about the State of the Union, about the guy who got shot in the head, and about the guy who was in a boys' club or something. That's wild. They didn't clap for any of that, really? It's never that serious, bro. How are you this obsessed with a grown man?
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. They're Trump derangement syndrome, what they call it. It has to be really bad because how did they not stand up once?
It's crazy.
And he wasn't saying some of the things he's saying wasn't even political. It was just regular people's lives.
Yeah. So to your point, Dominique, there are parts about that speech that I did want to show you guys and talk to you about, but I have forgotten. TBI, I forget stuff, right? And he did bring up two things in particular that I did want to talk to you guys about. The one thing, because it made me actually quite emotional when it happened, when the mother was there with her son, and they spoke about how when they got there to the hospital, every doctor pretty much said that it was over. I was like, hey, yeah, it's pretty much going to be the end. And then they said that she said something that, and you guys will probably know why, it kind of just froze me when I saw it, but she said that the young man's mom, told other doctors, no, I'm not worried about what you're saying. Don't worry, he's going to be fine. You go do what you need to do. He's going to be fine, right? And so obviously, when I say that hit me, it's because I was hit by a drunk driver, and every single doctor pretty much told, you guys weren't there, but mom, sister, wife, everybody, that I was done. I was gone for it. To just go ahead and let it happen, pull the plug. Even I came a couple days later, like, we need to pull the plug, let it happen. And my mother said the same thing. Like, well, no, I'm not negotiating with you fellas. I'm negotiating with God, and he has different plans for my son. Um, so yeah, in that moment was really emotional for me to see that, and to know something like that intimately happen, to know the love of a mother and how that can impact a son as he's healing, and to see half of the representatives in Congress not even acknowledge it was just like, dude, that's what's going on. And who was the other thing? I forgot what the other thing was.
Like a girl because she didn't want to be transgender, didn't she?
Oh yeah, and then the transgender thing is crazy. This is a beautiful young girl who at 13 was tricked by the left and told that because she likes sports or something, like, yeah, that means you're a boy. Oh, you don't want to wear a dress today, you must be a boy. So they convinced her to go try to be trans, and she went to a boys club, and they raped her, and they SA'd her, they assaulted this poor kid. And now, by the grace of God, she's got some different leaders in her life, and now she's back with her long hair, and she looks like a girl. But the sad thing is, the confusion she went through, the drugs she took, and the abuse she took in that home will never be erased. She'll live with that for the rest of her life because parents weren't protecting. Adults in the child's life didn't make the right decision. That's what's really scary about this whole transgender thing is, the reality is every kid that does that stuff gets it permission from a parent. Like somebody's parents signed off on it. You're 13. You think you can just go? Well, maybe in California,